Hello, T Tribe. Happy What Wesley Say Wednesday. I'm Gabby. You can call me Gabby, and I am joined with.
Hey everybody, I am Courtney Bam Revolution, and welcome to the Ting Tea with Gabby and me.
Hello. Hi, Court. How are you? How's your Wednesday?
I'm doing really good. It is a bright and morning in sunny Los Angeles. I've had a big cup of coffee and to spill, except when I'm not frozen.
I got, I'm trying to follow.
You got some of that?
Every other word right now. But I heard you said you have a big cup of coffee. So do I.
I had some coffee. This cup is empty. I had some coffee, and I'm ready to spill all of the tea. As y'all see, the tea bag is ready. She's a swinging Gabby. I was swinging it as the title sequence was playing. That's how excited I was. Girl, how was your evening?
I love it so much. Good morning, you guys. How are you, Court? It's hump day also. What Wesley Say Wednesday and hump day, so we're halfway there. How has your week been?
My week has been really diverse. At the top of the week, sometimes you feel like, oh, long week ahead. But I feel like on this particular Wednesday, it's like you get like a little speed boost. You ever play Mario Kart, girl, and you get a little speed boost, a little red mushroom moment? I feel like I'm speeding towards the finish line. Things are good.
You know what? I really like that analogy because I know exactly what you mean. You get a little speed, you get a little energy, and you go. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Corvette, vroom, vroom, girl.
Exactly. How was your night?
My night was really good. Gabby, I'm a jail show freak. So I was watching 60 Days in, Lock 'em Up. I also started watching last night, and I know the show has been out for a really long time. I think it's called like Women Behind Bars or like Women in Jail. I think it's called Women Behind Bars, something like that. And they like go behind the stories of women that get themselves in trouble, girl, and then they get locked up in the pod. I feel like I really enjoyed that niche kind of content. I could never see myself like doing that kind of content, like hosting like a horror series or like an ID something. But I'm obsessed with it, Gabby. Sunday afternoon with the rain falling down, you put on ID, girl, you're in for a good day. How was your evening?
Oh my goodness, it was good. It's I'm trying to think. Nothing too crazy. What was I gonna ask? Oh, the Britney doc we're gonna talk about actually, or we're gonna talk, kind of get into that. But no, I have not. Have you seen it yet?
I've seen maybe like the first 10 or 15 minutes of it, Gabby. I'm not Britney'd out. Let me be clear. I've watched those deep dive videos on this YouTube channel where they do like the hour long, like get into her conservatorship, Britney Spears content. So when I was watching that particular, I feel like a lot of the stuff I had already heard or seen. But was it good, girl? Did you live for it?
Well, I actually have not seen it yet. I was gonna say I was gonna watch last night, and then there was just a lot to do. No, I'm excited about it. I'm gonna definitely watch it, especially after we discuss some updates today. We have so much to discuss, you guys. I want to see you guys in the chat. I feel like I don't know if my chat's or if I don't know, Court. We gotta
give the T Tribe time to get on in here. But first, let's shout out Amanda. Amanda is giving us today. So if you're watching the show today, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, share, leave a comment, Kiki in the chat if you're watching live. And we got a lot of promotion. 2021 coming through.
That's amazing. Congrats. Listen. Oh my God, that's so amazing. Enjoy. Let's have a great morning. Yes, Amanda saying awesome, Nicole. I love that. Oh, I love that. Yay. And tell us where you guys are watching from. I see Eveline, hi from the Netherlands. I love that.
Ooh.
Oh my God, we know we have people from all over. Danielle, morning from freezing Chicago. Yep, I think Chicago can get so cold. Miss Maryland.
Shout out to everybody on the East Coast. Ooh.
Yes, shout out to everybody on the East Coast with all that snow. My family's from the East Coast. Yeah, I know Court too. So, oh my goodness. So yes, but you guys, we have so much tea to spill today. We're starting with Chris Harrison shutting down Bachelorette rumors. Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon have been spotted on set together. I'm very excited about that. Kelly Clarkson is opening up about parenting struggles. Cardi B is celebrating her makeup-free self, and Miley Cyrus is ready for a hookup. We're also talking about BTS appearing on MTV's Unplugged, as well as Selena Gomez topping the charts for her latest single. And behind those Kar Jenner gates, of course, passing Khloe and Tristan's path to baby number 2, as well as Kim Kardashian going full mama bear to defend her daughter. I'm sure you guys have seen some of that. It's been all over. And finally, for our OMT story of the day, Sam Asghari, Britney Spears' boyfriend, has come out in a rare show of public support, blasting Jamie Spears for what he has done to Brit. So we're diving into all of this and more today on The Morning Tea. Court, you got that tea ready?
Is it time, girl? Hang on, let me swing it around. I'm gonna swing it around, girl. I'm gonna throw it in. Bam! Miss, girl. Hang on, let me get it in. Oh, I missed. I'll just drop it in now. Bam! I got the water. Amazing. I'm definitely not Lady Gaga catching the football at this point. I'll tell y'all that. Certainly would have dropped the football. But I'm ready, Gabby. Cheers to another day of tea spilling, my dear. Bam!
Cheers. Oh, guys, I'm so happy to be here. I love spending my morning, obviously, with Courtney. I mean, of course, but I also love spending morning with Tea Tribe. I'm seeing, okay, let's see who else. Tamara, hello. Tamara says it's 7 degrees here in South Dakota. Courtney.
Ooh.
Courtney.
7? Tamara! Girl, are you snuggled up? For those of y'all that are in the cold, do y'all have that? I forget what it's called. It's like a blanket robe with someone that I follow on Instagram, a good friend of mine, and he's always in his like comfy. It's like a comforter, but it has a hood, girl, with sleeves. And he be chilling the girls in the thing. Wait. I forget what it's called, but I feel like y'all should have it.
That sounds amazing. Also, Courtney, I'm someone who is always freezing. Like, yes, I live in SoCal, but like I keep my heat on 73 or 4. Like, I am always cold. It's very strict. So that actually sounds so nice. I'm going to look into that.
Keep it on, girl. Wear it on the show, girl.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we are getting into it. For you missed it, these are all the stories that you may have missed overnight. Let's get started with first one. Chris is shutting down Room Bachelorette's next season. Speaking to Extra, Chris decided to clear up some misconceptions that started to circulate regarding whether or not Katie Thurston would be the season 17 Bachelorette. Chris also teased out the upcoming Women Tell All special, but said that the rumors that the next Bachelorette would be revealed during the special was wrong. So he told Extra, "We did not name her or anybody the next Bachelorette during the Women Tell All special. In fact, we didn't even talk who was the next Bachelorette. As far as I know, neither Katie nor anybody else has been named the next Bachelorette, and I promise you this, it will not be a part of the Tell All special at all." Katie was sent home this week after gaining a fan base over the course of this season of The Bachelor. Her popularity certainly puts her in a good position to be picked, though. Even Trista Suter, the first Bachelorette, said that Katie would be a good choice for the next season. Trista said, I think she would be great. I think that she has so many parts of what I think traditionally makes a great Bachelorette. She is authentic. She's willing to get down deep into her thoughts and share those thoughts, expressing what's going on with her. With Chris shutting down the rumors, do you think Katie still has a chance at being the next Bachelorette? And is there someone you would rather see handing out roses?
I don't know. I only watched the first episode of The Bachelor this season, so I'm not too sure. But what I would hope for the upcoming future seasons of The Bachelor, or The Bachelorette rather, is just more diversity. it doesn't always have to be someone that's already been part of this universe. I think at this point, maybe it might be interesting to just start casting new people from the outside. Like, it doesn't need to be Sarah's cousin. That, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be Matt's friend. Like, it could just be some girl. You know, maybe she's got a coin, or maybe she has a sad story instead of being really wealthy. I don't know enough about The Bachelor to know how they cast or what kinds of people they cast, but that's something that I can see maybe being interesting. What do you think, Gabby?
Well, that's actually a great thought for it. And you're right, they usually do cast people who are already in Bachelor Nation. You know, people who have been on the show before, and, you know, then there's, you know, there are all the different franchises. And Bachelor Nation almost becomes, I see it as like a graduating class, like either high school or really college. You know, it's like everyone, it's like with your season, you like graduate together, and sometimes you go on to other ventures within the franchise where they choose from that pool. But I actually love that idea of choosing someone completely, you know, not in all of that, and they could probably find someone. So yeah,
Gabby, do you think that maybe it might be fun? Because I don't know, y'all. So is it fun? And let us know in the chat. Is it fun, the idea of feeling like I could be the Bachelor or the Bachelorette one day, right? Because I feel like some of these people are like, they're like a certain kinds of person, but I think the Bachelor or the Bachelorette would be more exciting if, like, I woke up one day and like Devin were on it, or like Alex were on it, or you were on it. Like, you know what? I would be like, oh, that's someone I know. That's like a just like me kind of situation. Instead of like this fairy tale, unattainable. I'm not trying to suspend my disbelief for 2 hours like that, Gabby. Give me someone down the block, you know?
Someone down the block. Totally.
Yeah.
Completely. Oh my goodness. I also want to quickly shout out Hero 2001. She said, currently have an ice storm warning in Arkansas, left Texas to visit my parents, now facing ice. Oh my goodness.
No. Please stay safe. Drive. The roads be slick. I'm from the Poconos, girl. You go down one of them slick roads, girl, you be in the trees. So be careful and make sure your roads are salted, or at least your driveway is salted. We don't want you to fall.
Definitely. Definitely. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Court, I haven't really been watching The Bachelor this season, if I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, I don't know. Or The Bachelor, sorry. I did see I did watch The Bachelorette and Claire, and I loved Tayshia. I thought that was all really, I thought that was a great season. But yeah, we'll see. Chris is also known for, you know, trying to pull us in. He's a good teaser. So let's move right along. We'll keep you guys updated with that. But our next story, I'm really excited about this. Apple's hit series, The Morning Show, is back to filming season 2. The Paps caught Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon on set in Los Angeles yesterday, well into production of the next part of the story in the show. While we would like to think that the quarantine rules are in full effect, it appears that only Jen was wearing a face shield or any kind of facial covering. We've spoken before about The Morning Show and are excited we're excited to see what season 2 will bring. So what are you guys excited to see in the upcoming season if you have seen it? If not, I highly recommend. Courtney, this is one of my favorite shows and I cannot wait for it to come back.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's all about morning TV, morning broadcast television. You know, it's kind of modeled after a Today Show, a Good Morning America, and it is so realistic because, you know, they film in these gorgeous studios and you really feel like you're there. You know, you feel like you're there with production, and you see what goes on behind the scenes and what really goes into a morning show like that. Jen won the Golden Globe last year for her performance. She was incredible. Reese was also incredible. It's good acting. It's really good acting, and it hooks you in. You know, it's a limited series on Apple. I thought it was so well done. I actually think you would like it. You know, we have. It
sounds like, Gabby, a little bit like Unreal. I've been talking about this show that I just started watching recently called Unreal, where it goes behind the scenes of like shows like The Bachelor. It kind of sounds something like that. So if I like Unreal, maybe I would like this. Y'all know I love Reese. By the way, Reese, love you down, girl. Promise I do. But where is Big Little Lies? Oops, where is it? We need it. No, get the girls together.
Well, Court, it's technically done. Like after
It's over?
last season.
Wait, Gabby, wait. We're gonna have to pause the show.
Yes.
We're gonna have to stop the show. Dave, don't do anything, actually. We have to stop the show. I'm so sorry, y'all. Big Little Lies is over? Now, I know I didn't see. Gabby, the show is finished? Like, series finale?
Finished. Did you see the last season?
I'm pretty sure with what's her name?
Oh, they're not coming back. You know. That's it.
Gabby, you can't be serious. The show is over?
I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah. Yes.
Y'all, I'm like legitimately in shock.
Wait. Reese was also in Little Fires Everywhere with Kerry Washington. Did you see that?
We back on the girls.
You froze. Tell me.
Oh, my bad. I said I knew that Big Little, whatever that was, Little Fires Everywhere. I knew that wasn't coming back, but I wanted the girls to come back. Where is the girls
are not coming back? I know, because they finished, the case was closed. They figured it out. They wanted to kind of leave it open-ended. I know. Courtney is really shook. That is, yes.
Gabby, I'm shook, but when I go into this bedroom after the show is over and tell my boyfriend that the girls are not coming back, girl, whoo, girl, all you're gonna hear is violence, girl. I would have woke up and chose violence, girl. Whoo, I'm glad you told me. I've been waiting for months, girl.
I'm sorry to tell you. Well, Courtney, if you really loved that, and we'll move on after this. I'm getting carried away with my shows, but The Undoing with Nicole Kidman, the same writer and creator of Big Little Lies. If you liked Big Little Lies,
girl, you already know I done seen Undoing with my girl Nicki Kidman, girl. Now Nicki Kidman ate that. Now, if y'all haven't seen The Undoing, we're gonna move on, y'all. But if y'all haven't seen The Undoing with Miss Nicki and her Kidmans, whoo! Nicki Kidman will blow your wig off in that one, y'all. Y'all need to watch that.
You need to. So that same creator, same writer of Big Little Lies. Anyway, morning show is great. If you need a new show, Court, if you want to see some Reese, I recommend.
It's Reese. Okay.
Let's move right along. Sorry to we were really in shock this morning. Anyway, let's move along. We have Kelly Clarkson talking about co-parenting. She continues her ongoing divorce from husband Brandon Blackstock, and she opened up in a newly released clip from her show about the struggles of co-parenting with these kinds of challenges. Speaking to Khloe Kardashian about raising their kids, Kelly asked the reality star this.
Working with you interesting because I know with me and Brandon, it's just a difficult thing because we're in different places, and it's like we both agree on like the main things, but it's a hard thing when you're not together all the time, for me personally.
Khloe would definitely understand the difficulties of co-parenting over long distance. She goes on to answer Kelly, saying that at the end of the day, the decision being made needs to come from both what's best for the children and also through very open lines of communication between partners, especially if they aren't together. Kelly has certainly had to keep communications open. She only recently won primary custody of her children in the divorce proceedings after Brandon had asked to split custody, which would have resulted in their 2 children flying between Montana and Los Angeles almost every week. The divorce process is ongoing, but it sounds like Kelly is being a real trooper through it all. So what do you guys think of Kelly and Khloe's responses to their co-parenting challenges?
For me, I love an interview where the person that is interviewing shares how their question or the situation relates back to them. Gabby, I've seen too many interviews lately where the person just asks the question and it's like, and then it gets boring. And that's why Kelly's going to be on the air for more than 5 minutes. Shout out to our American Idol. Shout out to her and Chloe. They do have a lot more in common than I originally realized. And it just seems as though Kelly and Chloe both are probably just trying to do what's best for their children, which is a good thing.
Definitely. I just, like you said, like I loved seeing Kelly be so raw and real and honest. Like it wasn't like she was, but it also wasn't like a pity thing. She's not asking for sympathy. She's just saying it like it is and talking about her divorce because she is in the public eye. This is what's going on. She knows this is out there. She knows people know about this, and she doesn't have. She's allowed to keep whatever she wants to keep private. But the fact that she talked about it and maybe could help other people who are struggling with this, with divorce and co-parenting. I don't know. I thought it was just very real, and she is our American Idol, and yeah, I thought it was great.
I'm glad that Kelly has this platform, Gabby, just because if we wouldn't have been recently reminded of how good and pure of heart Kelly Clarkson is, that divorce could have spun out of control, and we could be sitting here today being like, well, wow, I can't believe Kelly Clarkson was this way in her marriage. She's awful. Like, you know what I mean? We have the talk show so that we can see that she's such a real, genuine person. And so the public will ultimately side with her regardless, you know? That was good thinking on her part.
It was. It definitely was. And yes, as we always say, what's best for the kids. And yeah, just having that, you know, Chloe's obviously been through that, even if things are better now. So it was a rock. Let's move right along to our next story. We have Miss Cardi B speaking out about her skin. Cardi addressed her haters earlier this week after some people online started coming for the way she looks. Posting to her social media accounts, Cardi shared this video saying that she is happy with the way that she is and that she won't let people bring her down to satisfy themselves anymore. Take a look.
I want to let y'all know that I feel comfortable in my skin, that I'm great, that I'm happy. My record is doing great. And just because you got so much hatred in your heart that when I do great, y'all want to put it down, you can't. I'm going to stay.
The video shows Cardi without makeup or even, you know, haven't gotten ready for the day yet. She also captioned her Twitter post with, on the wake up, no filter, hair unbrushed. I don't give an F. I feel great, and I never have been afraid of showing my real self. Many fans echoed Cardi's statements and cheered her on for addressing the beauty standards that the press and trolls online try to hold people to, specifically women. Brie Runway, Chloe Bailey, and many more praised Cardi's message. So what did you guys think about what Cardi had to say?
I think that Cardi should not have responded to the viral tweets of people making fun of her alleged new plastic surgery on her face. Because that's what this is in response to. Gabby, there were, for the past like maybe 48 hours, I would say even maybe since the Up song has come out, certainly over the weekend, people have been, or Cardi maybe was spotted or she was doing a dance rehearsal or something and she didn't have any makeup on. And people had been making comments like, wow, she did this, threads, Gabby, of like, well, this is what she had done. I'm a plastic surgeon and I can tell that she's had this. And so maybe she just wanted to say, y'all can keep making fun of me, but I'm still rich. Is this her way of just being like, I'm comfortable with my work and y'all can make fun of it, but y'all can't purchase it if you want it? I don't know. I just wish she would stop responding. Like I said before, I feel like I even might have said yesterday or the day before, it's like if she stops responding, then it might go away. You know what I mean, Gabby? What is the point?
Well,
there's not enough conversation around the Up song, and that's why she's just like picking at anything to comment on, you know?
Right. And I hear what you're saying, and I feel like people can go about this in two ways. They can either completely ignore it and just let it be, or do what Cardi did and respond. And, you know, it depends on the response, on the kind of response. She wasn't angry. I didn't see this and I was like, oh my God, Cardi's angry. I actually thought if she was going to respond, this was a good way to respond. I think it's important for other women. The reason why I'm like, okay, I think maybe this was, like, I liked how she responded, because it's important for other women or just people in general who maybe do receive hate online, because that happens all the time and it's so horrible. I think it's important for people to see that it happens, you know, to Cardi too. I don't know, she's trying to make people aware of that, but also she could ignore it if she wants to as well. I don't know, I saw it more in a positive light, if that makes sense.
I'm going to tell you something, Gabby. The reason why you're looking at it in a positive light is because what Cardi really wanted to say, her sister said instead, right? So we just got on Cardi for like responding to whatever it was, whatever we talked about last about Cardi. And it was like, she's so angry. Oh my God, she's so mad. Angry. And so the next time she responds to something, it's like, look, I'm comfortable in my own skin, blah, 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 blah. And her sister was like, y'all are done? I want to see y'all with y'all makeup off and y'all got feelings and blah, blah, blah. Literally. So it was like, okay, that's what you needed to say for the public, but what you really wanted to say, your sister said. So it's fine.
Okay.
I just feel like if Cardi were hard at work at her next era, she would be too busy to respond to this, but it seems like she's not. So go off, do what you want. I hope you guys actually do love yourselves in the skin that you're in, but I don't believe that that's really the place Cardi was coming from.
Okay, interesting take. Let us know what you guys think. Nicole says that she does like to fuel the flames. Yes, she does. Crystal A says it's getting annoying. LOL. Yeah. Marisol G, not many respond. She is standing up for herself. Like, I do see both sides for sure.
Me too.
Move right along. We have little Miley story for you guys. Little Miley update. Miley Cyrus is ready for quarantine to be over. Posting to her Instagram yesterday, Miley shared a video mashup of a scene from Hannah Montana, juxtaposed against a clip from her Super Bowl tailgate performance. In the video, Hannah Montana says she has no problem without a boyfriend, while Miley herself struts on stage saying that after COVID, she's ready for a man in her life. The tongue-in-cheek moment from Miley also had the caption, "Man, being single sucks. All I ever do is whatever the F I want. Bah ha 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 ha." Okay. Seems like Miley is ready to bring sexy back. This quarantine has certainly been hard on a lot of people, but the lack of dating has, also been a struggle. So can you guys relate to the frustration Miley has been feeling, romantically or otherwise?
I can understand being frustrated with quarantine. I can't relate to the I need a man. I can't relate to that. But shout out to her. I'm sure we're all ready for quarantine to be over. And maybe Miley, I'm sure that she's not, but maybe she's planning her next stunt right around the corner with whoever she dates next. Who knows, girl? Who do y'all want to see Miley with next is really the question I'm curious to know. Who can y'all see Miley with? I don't know.
True. It's a good question. Yeah, because, the majority of quarantine, real lockdown, like in the very beginning, she was with Cody. And then, she had her, and then they broke up and she had her time and now she wants someone else. These times are definitely trying times. I always say, Court, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I'm that person that wants that movie moment meet with my man and just, like coffee shop or like run into someone and go, oh my goodness.
I see that for you. I so see that for you.
Oh my God. I know it's just, that's not going to happen right now. That's just not going to happen. Maybe it wasn't going to happen to begin with, but maybe there was like a little bit more of a chance. Now I just don't. The mask, how can you tell? Masks are so important, of course, but how can you tell?
Gabby, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's always when you're like, it's not gonna happen is when it does. Girl, you're gonna be somewhere. Girl, maybe you might just be stopping by the post office, girl. You might have just thrown on some slippers, hair up, and that's when you find you just never, it's always when you're like, oh girl, whatever. I'm working on myself. That when watch, Gabby.
You're so right. When you least expect it. I'll be sure to let you know. When, not if, when that happens. Here we go. Let's move right along. MTV announced yesterday that BTS will appear on the next installment of their hit MTV Unplugged concert series. Coming February 23rd, BTS will perform their major hits and songs from their album BE, Essential Edition. MTV also shared this teaser video to promote the upcoming event.
We've got BTS. Hear their hits like you've never heard them before. Tuesday, February 23rd at 9 on
MTV. Dynamite is such a bop, Gabby.
Yeah, it really is a bop. It really is. Since last March, music groups and record labels have been struggling to find ways to attract fans to streaming concerts or performances. MTV seems to have had better luck than most, offering a free way to experience your favorite bands performing your favorite songs. So are you guys going to tune into the BTS Unplugged special? And who do you want to see next on Unplugged?
Maybe I might tune in. I think that this is a sick idea. As popular and grand and amazing as they are, there are still people that are not on the BTS wave yet, or K-pop in general. So maybe this could be like a good first introductory step. You know what I mean? You watch this and then you go and listen to all their music. When it comes to an Unplugged that I would like to see, As of today, Gabby, I know we spoke about this before the show, and I literally said Ariana, y'all. But now I'm feeling like because we have so much Ariana right now, give us Zayn. Y'all are not paying attention to his album, and it was very, very good. But we already know his record label, girl. I want to see Zayn, one spotlight, girl, one guitar, and Gigi in the crowd, and he just brood, girl, and strum that guitar and give us the hits as long as Vibes is being played. If he's not playing Vibes, keep it. But if he is playing Vibes, I'll be there. So yes, Zayn. That's my answer.
I love that. It's a great answer. Really good idea. I was going to say that when it comes to music groups and record labels, struggling during these times, I think this is great that MTV is doing this and they're making it free. So it's giving the artists really great exposure. But then also it's allowing fans to tune in and not have to pay. So I think it's a win-win all around. And then these artists, I think same thing with the Super Bowl, how artists don't get paid for their performances, but they make a lot in post-show streams. So that's all you need. You just need that exposure, and then people are going to be like, oh, I want to hear this, and then they stream music. And that's how they make some money. Interesting.
Wesley is saying Dula Peep would be nice, and I agree. Dua would be good. Amanda is asking for the Miss Mika song, so we're going to do it. Amanda paid. All right, y'all. Count me down, Gabby.
Here we go. Are we ready? A little 5.
Yes, ma'am.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tia, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Wednesday to Mika. Hope that you're safe out there in Nebraska and there's not a lot of snow.
Happy Wednesday. Love that. Okay, yay. Thank you, Amanda. Here we go. Let's move right along. We have Miss Selena News. If you guys want to put those crowns in the chat, which I know you guys love to do. We have some Selena news. So Selena has a lot to be happy about following the release of her first 2 songs from her Spanish language album, Revelación. Billboard released its new numbers yesterday, showing Selena's latest song, Baila Conmigo, hitting the Hot Latin Songs chart at number 4. The hit single has also started at number 1 on the Latin digital song sales and number 3 for Latin streaming. Selena spoke to Billboard about this huge showing for her foray into Spanish language music, telling them, I have to say I am blown away by the response to the first 2 songs. I put my heart and soul into the music and wanted it to be perfect, so I'm very grateful. Selena's feature on Baila, Ra Alejandro, is also super pleased by the performance of the song, nabbing his highest rank on the Latin charts. Ra also spoke to Billboard about the song and how grateful he is to be a part of it. He said, I always knew that this song was going to be a hit ever since I entered the studio with Tiny. Baila Conmigo has a unique vibe. I am so thankful for the support that the fans had given us, and with Selena for having me as a guest in this incredible track. Selena's new project is certainly making waves. The full album Revelación is set to release on March 12th, so soon. Like a little over a month. What do you guys think of Selena's success? Do you think she can do better with the full album when it releases?
Girl, Selena Gomez is going to be fine regardless, I think. Selena, she don't need to be surprised. This is a project that we have been waiting on, girl, for a decade. So there was always an audience for it, whether she was like waiting for it to load up, girl, I don't know. But yeah. I think we were all kind of ready for this moment. And I'm ready for the full project to be out. Like I said before, I'm not going to understand a word of it, but I am looking for how the music makes me feel. You know what I mean? And if the music is good, it's good. It doesn't really matter what language it's in, for me anyway.
Right.
So I'm just very excited and proud of her. Come on, Selena Gomez.
So proud of her. So proud of her. And Court, we talk about Selena literally every week on Moments. And we've been talking about, all her new Spanish projects and possibly this new album. So the fact that there is a release date is really exciting. And I just think any language, especially romance languages, singing in a different language is, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful and it's different. And
I agree.
I'm proud of her. Yay. we'll move right along. We'll keep you guys updated. There's going to be probably a lot of Miss Selena news leading up to this release. But we are ready for that time. Court, you ready for that time? Because I am outside of the gates. I'm here. I have the keys. You need
Give me the key!
You need
Give me the keys, guys! I need them, guys!
Here we go.
If you guys are ready for all of the tea from behind the Kar Jenner gates, be sure to turn your volumes down for Kar Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just me.
That's my favorite part. Did you say this? Shout out to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just me.
Just me. Yeah. Listen, I give shout outs to everyone during this hour, girl. I deserve at least one.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I love the shout out for yourself. I think it's great. I'm a fast talker too, so I got you. Okay, here we go, you guys. We got our first story here. Khloe and Tristan want baby number 2, and they want everyone to know it. After releasing a teaser clip from the final season of Keeping Up that shows Khloe and Tristan discussing having another child, sources are coming out of the woodwork to let everyone know how dedicated this couple is. So one source told People, Khloe and Tristan still want to give True a sibling. It's a big priority for both of them. They really want it to work out. A lot of the drive to have another child is apparently stemming from the desire to give True a sibling specifically. Khloe revealed to Tristan in the teaser trailer for Keeping Up, Kim, every time I post a video of True, she DMs me and she's like, she can't play by herself her whole life. In my head, when I was going to have kids, I never ever imagined having an only child. So Khloe has also come out saying how difficult it's been during quarantine to see True isolated from other kids, despite visits from cousins. She's worried about True's development socially at such a young age, being deprived of interactions that many experts say are crucial to young childhood development. Khloe is definitely not the only parent worrying about these things, but she does speak to the problem as a whole. So what do you guys think of Khloe and Tristan's reasoning behind having another child to give True a sibling? Courtney, I know what you're going to say. Take it away.
Gabby. T-Tribe. I'm tired of talking about Khloe and Tristan. I'm asleep.
Yes.
How about this? In the chat, can you, with your Z key on your keyboard, wherever you are, hold it down and tell us with the amount of Z's how tired you are of Khloe, Tristan, and hearing about how they want another baby. Just Z's. It could be 40 lines of Z's. Just show us the Z's. And exactly, Michelle. Every time we do a story like this, we're always going to have the comment of, what about Prince, her brother? True has a sibling. We're aware of that. We don't know if Khloe and Tristan are aware of that. I mean, of course they are, but it just always seems like they don't, Gabby. Every time we hear a story about how they're going to have another baby. And so at this point, I guess the question is, who cares? But Gabby, when do you think that they are going to have a baby?
Okay, well, one, yes, True has a half sibling. Like, she has a half, hello, she has a sibling already. There you go. Also, True has 3 other cousins who are basically around her age, who are basically her siblings. I am so close with my cousins that I grew up, very closely with my first cousins. They're my siblings. Literally, I call them my siblings. Oh, wow, yeah. The chat is really...
Exactly! Okay. This is why we love the T-Tribe, Gabby.
So there you
my
go.
People.
Yeah, we're all... we are. I love that, Court. That was it.
It's like when Wesley say, when we talk about Sean and Camila on the show, it's almost without a doubt Wesley's going to be like, bathroom break. I literally have been telling everyone about this. Oh, girl, that's a bathroom break. Like my girl Wesley say on the show, girl, that's a bathroom break. But it's like at this, Gabby, at this point, right? Khloe and Tristan, they're going to have another baby, right? Do you think that when they do have this other baby, I think that they will, right? Let's just get down to it. Khloe she acts as though she is less than smart. So she's going to have another baby. And when she does, do you think that we'll ever hear about Jordan, Craig, or Prince? We already don't hear about him as it is. Do you think that we will hear a picture, a family picnic, socially distanced, a birthday party? I think that that's the happy ending that I'm looking for, is for True, Tristan, Jordan, Craig, and Chloe to at least be all on the same page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that people would lay off of Chloe if they saw her interact or at least be in the same place with the three of them, because then at least you and I could come here and say, well, guys, it's really not that big of a deal, because if you look at Prince's birthday party, they were all there in the park. So obviously Jordan and Chloe, and they're all fine, you know?
Right. It would, that would be nice, right? Of course. There are so many kinds of modern families today. Why are you laughing?
I love them, period.
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I do understand Chloe's point about, kids developing right now and kids, having kids right now during these crazy times. I always say it would be a really scary time to have a kid, for sure.
Yeah.
All those new moms who are having kids, sending good wishes out to you, because it's happening, and of course everything's going to be okay, but no, it's definitely that added extra layer. So interesting, but we'll see. Chloe, it may happen soon. You're right, and we'll keep you guys.
Yeah, but you know what I think before we move on, because I know we still got other stories that we have to get to. Last thing, y'all, and then we're gonna move on. Y'all can wake back up. You know what I think? I think that there is a chance, and not saying that I want this to happen, but I think that there is a chance that Chloe will have another baby with Tristan, and then they'll finally separate for good. I think that there's a chance of that happening. Not saying that I want that to happen, but I just wouldn't be surprised, you know?
Interesting, because she wants to have that other kid with him, and then interesting. Okay.
She wants someone that really love her.
What'd you say?
I think after, if that happened and they split, then I would hope that Chloe would find someone that would love her, her last, essentially. Completely. It would be like her last. I know. That's kind of how my brain is working.
So true. No, I like the way you think. So we'll keep you guys updated. We'll see if Courtney is correct, and he is a lot of the time. Just saying. So let's You are. Let's move right along to this story that is actually making me laugh so much. I cannot believe this is making headlines the way it's making headlines. It just goes to show how much impact these Kardashians have. Kim is not okay with people coming for North's painting abilities online. We reported yesterday that Kim showed off one of North's paintings on her Instagram story, proud of her daughter's impressive ability. Fans were not convinced, however, that North was really the person who painted it. Well, Kim saw the shade thrown at her daughter and understandably went into mama bear mode. She posted a story, "Don't play with me when it comes to my children. My daughter and her best friend have been taking a serious oil painting class where their talents and creativity are being encouraged and nurtured. North worked incredibly hard on her painting, which took several weeks to complete. As a proud mom, I wanted to share her work with everyone. I'm seeing op-ed pieces in the media and social media from grown adults breaking down whether or not my child actually painted this. How dare you see children doing awesome things and then try to accuse them of not being awesome? Please stop embarrassing yourselves with the negativity and allow every child to be great. Northwest painted that, period, blah, 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 blah." So it looks like the detractors were wrong from the start. Tracy Romulus, mother of North's painting friend, also showed off one of her daughter's art pieces as well, and it is equally as impressive as North's piece. So what do you make of the situation, and when is the Northwest Gallery opening?
Ate y'all up from yesterday. Sure did. Period. She said A, B, C, D, E, F. Period. She said. Now, Gabby, 24 hours ago, I literally said to them, the audience, the T-Tribe, our friends here, it would make sense if North were sitting and she had an instructor on the computer teaching her how to paint. And then the show ended. I closed the laptop and Kim said, my baby had an instructor teaching her how to paint. There it is.
What did I just say about you? You just proved my point. You are usually correct about
just because y'all wasn't painting at 7 and 8 and her age don't mean that it's not possible. You know what I mean? Girl, shout out to her.
Actually, Court, when I was around that age, I was in a painting class after school. We went to this woman's house. She was a wonderful artist. There were a bunch of other kids too. We had our little easels and our oil paints and all of that. And I painted something that I could probably not paint today because I had this wonderful instruction. My mom was so proud of it. It's still hanging in one of our bathrooms. It's like this Tuscan house in Italy that I painted. And yeah, I don't know if I could do that today. So yeah, if you have that instruction and you're in an art class, it makes sense. I don't know. I just think it's hilarious how this was made such a big deal.
Yeah, like I thought it was rather ridiculous. Like, this is a child. Like, it wasn't, people weren't questioning when, and this is not exactly saying to say shout out to the Beehive this morning before I say this, but it wasn't like people were not making a big deal or like trying to drag her when Blue Ivy was buying art pieces at the auction. You get what I'm saying? So if Blue Ivy is old enough to buy art at the auction, how is Northwest not able to create art? You get what I'm saying? And like I said yesterday, Kanye West is an artist outside of music, before music. So like,
yeah,
weird.
Kim actually posted on her story as well Kanye's art from when he was younger, when he was a kid, and she said North's dad did this, when he was younger, showing that it could, does run in the family. And yeah, Freaky Walrus actually wrote, okay, but what genes or teachers do Northwest, shout out, do Northwest and Blue Ivy have, because they are small geniuses. Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, this is just the beginning for them. Also, I liked how Kim was like, I thought Kim made a good point when she said, how dare you see children doing awesome things and then try to accuse them of not being awesome. Like, that's terrible. We should be lifting children up and encouraging them to do all these wonderful creative things, because they're the future.
I agree. Because imagine if North opened up her little iPad and saw all those people saying that she wasn't the one that drew. Like, you know what I mean? At 7. And you don't really have a concept maybe all the way of the media. Like, I just find that to be, like, that could be damaging. Traumatic even. I agree. So yeah, shout out to all of the kids that are doing something extraordinary. Whether you have an adult telling you that you are extraordinary or not, you are. You just have to believe that you are. Yeah.
Beautiful, Courtney. Beautiful. Love that. True. It's very true. You guys, we are at that time. It is our OMT story of the day, the hottest entertainment news of the day. We are getting in to Miss Britney. There's a lot to say here. The new Britney Spears documentary is continuing to make waves, and so is Sam Asghari. Following the overwhelming amount of support for Britney in the wake of the doc's release, Britney's boyfriend Sam posted a message about her father Jamie Spears' actions against her. Sam said, "Now it's important for people to understand that I have zero respect for someone trying to control our relationship and constantly throwing obstacles our way. In my opinion, Jamie is a total dick. I won't be going into details because I've always respected our privacy, but at the same time, I didn't come to this country to not be able to express my opinion and freedom." The Iranian actor was also cornered by TMZ this week and told the outlet that until Jamie starts treating his daughter right, there can be no relationship. Sam has been a stable part of Britney's life for about 5 years now, ever since they met on the set of her music video for Slumber Party. Friends were originally hesitant to allow him near Britney, fearing that he was another fame-hungry opportunist trying to cash in on dating a major superstar. One source told Us Weekly, "People seem to forget that Britney is very smart and independent. She's a grown woman who stands her ground in the relationship she's been in. She was not going to let Sam get close to her like she did with her former manager, Sam Lutfi, at the most vulnerable time in her life without vetting him first, for lack of a better word. Sam has proven to be a solid, dependable man who always has Britney's best interests at heart. He's one of only a handful of people she can say that about. So it seems like Brit did a good job picking this time around. What did you guys think of Sam's comments, and how much more do you think this hashtag free Britney situation is going to escalate?
Just because I just want to make sure that she's able to see it. Brandy is asking where the documentary is. It is on Hulu. T-Tribe, could you just let her know where she can find that? It's Framing Britney Spears, Gabby. I think it is, right? Is it Framing Britney Spears? They were trying to find her. Yeah, Framing Britney Spears is what it's called. Help our good sis Brandy out, y'all. Shout out to Sam. We know we don't hear from him often. And it is very nice to know that he is very protective of Britney. There's a lot going on there. A lot. But I am glad that Britney is not alone. I was hearing, Gabby, late last night before, I dozed off to take my Tiger snooze, that Jamie had put Britney on a 3-week punishment, like a grounding. Grounding? My parents call it a punishment, girl. 3 weeks. She couldn't go nowhere because she went on a picnic, or she went to go see a friend, and the dad was. So that one particular thing alone is like, Jamie's finished for me. You put your grown daughter on a grounding because she want to see her friend? You know what I mean? I think about when Paris Hilton spoke out and said that she went and had lunch with Britney and they spoke and it was all copacetic. Or did she get in trouble for that too? What? There's so much there that it's like, what else don't we know about? I've also heard, Gabby,
sure a lot.
And this is a speculation, not confirmation, for sure. But The Blast is reporting that Britney working on her own documentary. In her own words. That's the OMT. That's the OMT, girl. Is that I'm hearing, this is what I'm hearing, y'all, from the kitchen table, is that Britney's working on her own documentary, and that's what I want to hear, because I feel as though if Britney's doing her own documentary, she's going to reveal everything that she's been speaking about in secret. Like, that's what I'm needing. I want to hear from Britney herself in a safe environment. You know what I mean? Tell your own story. Tell us how you met Sam. Are you and Jamie Lynn, are y'all close? The sister? Why she's not in there screaming? Why she's not running from the paparazzi talking about leave my sister alone? There's a lot there. And I feel like as a little gay boy that was doing cartwheels in the living room to hit me baby one more time, excuse me, ... baby one more time, I feel like we have to save our queen. And I can't have it. I would feel the same way if this were Lady Gaga, if this were Beyonce, if this were Ariana 20 years down the line, if this were any of our pop queens. We have to save them. They've given us so much of their time, energy. Like, you know what I mean? We owe that.
Completely. And Britney was, oh my God, in the early 2000s, she was picked apart by the media, by the tabloids, it was insane. The amount, that's why she maybe went a little crazy at one point. It was I think the media, drove her to do that. There was just so always in the tabloids, always in the press. But I completely agree with you. I think that she should is definitely a possibility for sure. Also, the fact that Sam spoke out and he hasn't yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he's ever really even talked about this or addressed this. Spoke up for her and not keep quiet. I know it's like sometimes you just let it be and keep quiet. No, like this has been getting crazy. Especially with this new doc, and but I would love to see Britney's own documentary coming from her. So we can hear it from her. We can hear it from the source herself. It's just, looking at the teacher. And
I want the documentary, Gabby. I know that it's not going to be, but I want her documentary to be called "She Is Free." She is free. The hashtag free Britney story. Or like, in my words, something, the Lucky story by Britney Spears. Lucky, the girl. There's so many ways we go with this girl. Original doll, girl. Original doll for the real knee stands out there. Original doll, the Britney Spears doll. Girl, don't let me run off, girl, with the baton, girl, because we'll get Britney together by end of day today. Okay.
Britney, you have these ideas. No, they're incredible. You may have like another calling. I don't know, in like PR an agent. Oh, I could see you being an agent. Like
I'd be a
you're
good
good.
agent.
Like you are good. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe there will be a title like that. I think, by the way, you are predicting so much today with your little crystal ball. I really I have like a feeling. I don't know, I have this weird feeling, but you are. So we'll see.
I really want to see her be free, Gabby, you know?
No, I do too. Yeah, and the Instagram is just concerning and you know, they're just I know. We want some answers.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you guys updated. That's what we have today, you guys. It was so great spending Wednesday morning with you guys. Be sure to like, share this video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You guys all know what to do. We don't want you to miss out on any updates, and I absolutely loved being here. Courtney, I love spending my morning with you. Where can everyone find you after the tea?
It's always a pleasure to have you here. Me, Gabrielle Baylinson. You are a treat and a delight, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. But in case you guys did care about me outside of the show, you can follow me on social media: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of the things. Just take my name right there, type it up top, it all comes up. Now, where can they find you? Gabby Gab.
You guys can find me at Gabby_Lynn. That is my middle name. And yes, that is where I am. So thank you guys. I'm just seeing what everyone's saying in the chat before we leave. Alyssa saying Courtney's the best. I totally agree.
Anyway, before we go, also, Gabby, I just want to say shout out to all of our people that have not been able to watch us live in a while. We've had some people stop by that have been here since day one. So just because I see you right here in my iframe, I want to say shout out to Freaky Walrus. It's been a long time. Still have a lot of love for you, and we appreciate you. Mwah! All right, Gabby, are you ready to take us on out of the show, girl?
Yes, we are going to wash those hands. We got Dave today. Dave, thank you so much. Let's wash that tea off our hands.
Alrighty, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now it's time to wash your hands, Dave. Just wash. Do the wave with shampoo cages. Do the wave with shampoo cages. Do the wave with shampoo cages.